Today I'm going to be talking about the Karmelo Anthony situation, and no, I'm not referencing the NBA star. I'm talking about what happened down inside of Texas between Austin Metcalf and Karmelo Anthony, which unfortunately claimed two lives of two young men that have now been changed forever. So with that being said, before I jump into this and I give you the background, the basis before I give my opinions, I do want to say this much. I want to preface the video with this. I'm sick and tired of, these racial conflicts and this racial tension between blacks and whites. And then when they go at it, they immediately run to the Latino community, and then you immediately start pulling left and right and left and right and left and right. And you should be with us because of your skin color. I'm Puerto Rican, so I don't want to participate. You should be with us because of your heritage. Your heritage comes from slavery. I don't want to participate. I'm Puerto Rican. At the end of the day, if you think you're going to weaponize my ethnicity, my heritage, my skin color to make me, coincide with you and stand in union, that's not what's going to happen. I'm not going to sit there and be on your side just because of my heritage, my ethnicity, or my color. I'm going to look at things for what they are and give my unbiased opinion and take on it. So inside this video, this is my take. This is my opinion with no bias to either, right? This is just ridiculous. Everything got to be about fucking race. I'm not going to go ahead and participate in that nonsense. So with that being said, this is from what I'm getting. It was raining outside, and it was like a track meet early in the morning. And Karmelo Anthony went inside one of those tents. Now, these tents happen to hold, a lot of stuff of the people who are on this team and others. So when that happened, he was then approached by Austin Metcalf. When he was approached, he was questioned. He's like, yo, what are you doing in here? When he was questioned about it, he reached into his book bag and he grabbed something, right? Austin Metcalf was like, all right. He grabbed something and he tells him, touch me, see what happens. According to some people, he pushed him, he grabbed him, but we could say he put his hands on him. So we touched him. After touching him, Karmelo Anthony, he was grabbing something. Well, it turns out he grabbed the blade, plunged it into Austin's chest, and he ran away. Now, after that, from what I'm hearing, he fell back and he passed away in his own brother's arms as Karmelo Anthony ran away, later grabbed by the police, admits right to it, says it was self-defense right off the bat, this, that, and the third. What is my take on this situation? Well, let me say this much. First things first, you have to understand. Stop approaching people you don't know. Okay, and I've said this before as someone who has been a licensed security guard. Again, boxing, kickboxing. I gotta always tell everybody because I get new viewers. Boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, my entire life. I've always been in martial arts and I was a licensed security guard. You should not be approaching people you don't know because you don't know how violent that person is. That person can be very violent and very stupid. And guess what happens when you mix violence with a stupid individual? You get people like this who are willing to take your life over a seat. And I'm going to say this, okay, let me tell you this much. If Austin did not get his life taken that day, someone else was going to die in the future. That's just what it is. Because let me tell you what. Are you really going to argue? Are you really going to argue the point that Karmelo Anthony took Austin's life over a seat and that he wasn't a loose cannon to begin with? Okay, because if it wasn't a seat that was going to prompt him to take a life, then, what else was it going to be? Oh, look, man, he bumped shoulders with somebody at a convenience store. He gets cut off in traffic. So if you're willing to take someone's life over something so minuscule, you're just a loose cannon to begin with. He was a hothead. He carried around the knife. Now, at the end of the day, I actually say everybody should carry around a little something, right? So I'm not against the idea of him carrying a knife. I'm not against that. You should always carry something for self-defense. But if someone just lays their hands on you or, a shove, that should not prompt you to stab that person. This person was already just mentally not sound. Okay? Now here's the thing. Don't try to argue. Oh my goodness, I saw this argument. Oh, this has been going around. This is a good argument right here, right? Want to hear this one? He's a young guy and he just doesn't understand the value of life yet. Give him a couple more years. Okay, so check it out. So at 17, he doesn't understand the value of life. So he just took Austin Metcalf's life. He doesn't understand the value of it. And then when he turns 18, he's going to be like, what have I done? what have I done? He's just gonna, this switch is just gonna flip and he's gonna understand, the gravity of what he just done. That's not what's gonna happen. No, he needs a couple of years to learn this. So in the meantime, just have him walk among the rest of us, which clearly he's willing to take life over his seat. So what else is he willing to take life over? Yeah, just have him walk around. Wait until he's like 23 when he can finally understand, man, it's not okay to take life. But here's my counter argument to him not understanding the value of life. If he did not understand the value of life, if Carmelo Anthony did not understand the value of life, then why did he carry a blade to quote unquote protect his own? You don't understand the value of life, so why would you carry a blade to protect your own life? Oh, wow. Huh. When you put it that way, it's almost like he does understand the value of life. It's just he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care about your life. He cares about his own life. He carries a blade to protect his own life, but he doesn't care about your life. That's why he was so quick, and that's why he swiftly took Austin's. That's why, okay? Because if he didn't know anything about life, I don't get it. What is a leaf? A fair? How you pronounce it? Oh, that, yeah, okay, yeah, it's 70. Yeah. Give me a fucking break. Okay, he carried around a knife to protect his own life, quote unquote, right? He protected his own life from the frothing attacker telling him to get out of a tent. Now, what I think was a huge escalation as someone who is observant, because as a security guard, you have to have that asset, right? I think it was a testament of manhood. What do you mean it's a testament of manhood? I'm going to tell you why. I think he got into his pride, and he's a hothead as well. But imagine this, you're sitting around and you're trying to get out of the rain, and some guy you don't fucking know just approaches you, tells you to get up and get out. And outside's what? He's going to make me sit in the rain like some dog? I think that immediately hit him. I think that he got into his pride. I think that he's a very wrathful person. And I also think he's merciless. And that all swirled in one deadly combination and hit Austin Metcalf like a ton of bricks. And just like that, he unfortunately lost his life. And there's going to be people out there who are crying for him. And from what I'm hearing, his father, the father of the victim, Jeff Metcalf, he has been swatted 3 times. Yes, that... yeah. That's... swatted 3 times. Goodness. Oh, goodness. Yes. The father of the victim, swatted, not once, not twice, but 3 times. That's what's been going around. And the father has misplaced his cards. Right? He misplayed them so hard. So not only did he misplace them, I guess he forgot he even had to play his cards. But now the huge narrative of like this self-defense thing has gotten so much steam because Austin Metcalf's father has been trying to play peacekeeper. He's been forgiving, which is an amazing attribute. That is amazing, to forgive the man who took the life of your son. But as much as an amazing attribute that is, unfortunately, in reality, that was the dumbest thing you can do. Because essentially, since you weren't loud, since you weren't going, fucking nuts and being vocal, they've now taken the narrative away from you. Your son is no longer a victim because of that. Purely because of that. Because you didn't jump and you didn't go fucking crazy first. Now your son is no longer a victim towards most of the narrative that is being spouted by people. And that's unfortunate. It reminds me of this one chick who forgave. Remember when she forgave a murderer? And she's like, yeah, you can live with me. And then the murderer murdered her. It's like, don't forgive these people. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to forgive people who take life to this degree. At the end of the day, he's unforgiving. He's merciless. He was supposed to be getting like a $1 million bond, lowered to $250,000. He's out. He's at home. House arrest. The guy's free. And unfortunately, Austin Metcalf is in the dirt. Rest in peace to Austin Metcalf. Type down below if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, what points, etc., etc. I'm your boy, Cole Raven. For Karmelo Anthony, 2 thumbs down. Actually, kind of like 100 thumbs down. Toma! Peace.